Okay, I'm gonna break down a nice lick here that I think covers a lot of the ideas and little techniques that I'm using throughout this solo. If you do want the full solo plus the backing track, go head over to my site, guitarlickdojo.com, sign up for the black belt membership. The link is in the description, and you'll get the full solo. But I want to show this one right now because I think this covers a lot of the cool stuff that you see in this solo. So I'm going to break it down. Obviously, this is very Stevie Ray Vaughan inspired. A lot of the little things in here are little tricks that he does. So let's break it down. And this is being played over the turnaround of the song. So we're in the key of B, basically. So it's this part when we get to the keys in B, turn around. That part right there, right? Right before we go back to the B chord, to the top of the 12-bar blues. So that's when we're playing this. And we land on this first note, we're landing on that F sharp dominant 7 chord right here, right? So classic Stevie Ray Vaughan move right there. Definitely work the vibrato there if you don't regularly. I've seen that question asked a few times about doing a lesson on vibrato. So here's the really quick lesson on vibrato. Not to be claiming my status as a vibrato master by any means, but I think it's coming along, and here's how I do it. So first off, get the movement up and down consistent. I think it's much better to start off slowly and have it be consistent rather than do the vibrato fast and have it inconsistent. So I would rather hear this than something sloppy and you're trying to play it really fast, a fast movement vibrato, but it's uneven and it's ugly. I would rather hear this. Even but slow. This part of my hand is touching the fretboard is a good anchor point that helps me control it a little bit. So if I was starting out and I couldn't do vibrato at all, or my vibrato was terrible, which some may think my vibrato is terrible, I would start a really slow movement, very deliberately. Have it go with the rhythm of the song. And if I was wanting to develop that, I would probably just do that for, a minute at a time. I would put on a song and just go. And just work that for a while until I kind of get the muscle memory down. Once you get the muscle memory down and you get really comfortable with that small movement, then you can be more comfortable having a faster vibrato. But I would start off really slow. So that's your beginner level vibrato lesson. Now this next part of the lick, the first real part of the lick, is one of my favorite Stevie Ray Vaughan style licks. And that part right there. He does that stuff all the time. That leads into a lot of really cool ideas. That little slide down. So I'm going. It's a great way to get from this position up here to this position down here. Great way to get to that position, right? Just sliding down with this first finger. And then 7 on the first string. Often what he does when he does that move. There's a little lick right there. You don't need to play the lick I'm playing in this full lick here. You can take just that one little part. It's a great little lick right there. I'm doing 7 on the first, 7 on the second, and then bending up on the 10th on the second. Great little lick. But in any case, back to this lick right here. That's what I'm doing because I'm moving this into a much more fluid and longer lick. So there it is. Took me a couple times. So that's the one. There it is. Took me a couple times, but there it is. And this next part is another tiny little lick that has that Stevie Ray Vaughan flavor. It's this one right here. You can take just that lick, and that's a great one too. So that first little lick I played, maybe this right here, is your takeaway, and that's the lick that you get out of this lesson. Another little lick that you can pull out of the lesson is this one. Something like that. So you don't have to play the whole lick to get anything out of this lesson, right? You can take the 2 or 3 notes that you think sound cool and run away with it. This in itself is a great little lick, and if you play that, that's a really Stevie Ray Vaughan type of sound, right? So take that and do with it what you will. So 9th fret, hammer on, 7/8 pull up. Right? Rest of the lick is like this. So that's where we're going next. That's another little lick right there, right? You could take it just to that point. Great sounding lick, so you could do this. Right? Take that portion if you just like that portion. But the lick continues here. So we go from 9 to 9 on the 3rd and 4th string. That's the last part. So from that part up top here, there's another lick right there, right? You can do a lot with that. So I just took, 2 or 3 licks, 2 or 3 ideas from this whole lick here, right? Little 2-3 note ideas, and I put something together really cool right there. You don't need to be able to play this long fluid lick or a bunch of fluid licks to make something cool. You can take these little tiny pieces and put them together, these little tiny pieces that are really easy to play, right, that are easy to digest and easy for you to get under your fingers, put those together to make really cool stuff. That's all I did right there when I was playing. And that's all I'm really doing in this solo, to be honest, right? I didn't plan out this lick from beginning to end and practice it over and over. I have the little pieces and I've played them enough to be able to put them together so they sound coherent. You can do the same thing. So after this, we go to this. Really cool way to end on that 5 chord, right? Really cool way to end on that 5 chord. And if you're not good with hammer-on and pull-offs yet, a great way to get good at them is to do trills like that, right? Where you're just pulling off, hammering on, pulling off, hammering on really quickly. If you're really bad at them and you're totally new, you can do them really slow. Even slower than that. Once you get that, you can do it in rhythmic patterns. So rather than, you can move from eighth notes, for example, to triplets. So it would sound like this. Great way to build the basic coordination and build a sense of timing in rhythm into your fingers. So a couple little tips there. So threw in a lot of little tips throughout there. I hope you got a lot out of that one little lick. Again, if you can't play the whole thing, take out little sections that you like. There's a lot to take out of this one lick, and that's why I chose this lick to go over in this lesson. I think there's a lot here. So again, I hope you got something out of it. If you want to check out the full lesson, again, go check out my site, guitarlickdojo.com. Check out the Black Belt membership, and you'll get the full solo plus the backing track, downloadable tabs, and all that good stuff, in addition to all my other lessons that I have out there. So thank you for watching.